Mr. Investor, welcome back to the channel, baby. Listen, you are gonna love what I found out today. So this is gonna be some straight up fire content. Hold on to your horses. Steady, cowboy. This is gonna be a great video, and I hope you find this super valuable and entertaining. Always remember, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment only. So today, I'll be presenting to you funding, connections, and a string of sales across the UK for our Saphyr system. Well, some people just say, Miguel, you're just assuming, you're just playing games, baby. Well, today I'm gonna show you. So in order for you guys to actually understand the magnitude of what I'm gonna be talking about, first we need to understand how genomics is going to be an integral part of diagnosis. So first I'm gonna show you this short clip from 2017. Then let's fast forward and let's talk about the UK budget. And ooh, I'm gonna show you some juicy sales. If you're new around here, my name is Miguel. I look for big juicy growth stocks. I want a 10x, 20x, 50x my money, baby. And we have been covering Bionano genomics since it was a $2 stock all the way up to its heights now. If you're able to support my channel, just click the join button. It's only 99 cents a month, and just know that you're helping me create great content like this. But if you're unable to join the channel memberships, just you clicking like and clicking subscribe on this video means the world to me. Thank you so much for your support. And also everybody that donated to me, thank you so much. In the PayPal link below, if you want to donate as well, it's great. I appreciate you. I see all of your messages through PayPal and I really appreciate it. We're gonna get into those events. So first things first, let's watch this video. It's literally just gonna be 20 seconds, but it's gonna show you what the plan was all the way from 2017.
Virtually everywhere you turn in medicine, pretty soon genomics will become a core part of its practice because understanding either the organism, the person, or the organism, the infectious agent, will become standard of care. And when we reach that point, the word genomics could almost disappear. It just becomes medicine. It's everywhere.
So the reason why I was showing you this clip is back in 2017, that was what was said, right? And then if you look at the guidelines here today, when I got into that festival of genomics, I was watching everybody talk from governing bodies in England, and everybody was saying that it might become standard practice of care, and it actually is starting to become standard practice of care to actually do genomic testing. They're saying that if they're going to provide the top standard of care for their patients, they need to make sure they check every aspect of a disease. So you can see this is what was predicted in 2017. So now fast forward to 2020, and this is an official government document. Some of you guys who have been on my channel may have seen this before. So this is Genome UK, the future of healthcare. So you can see here the UK has prioritized clinical impact, research and innovation in genomics for decades. Now they're planning to pump in research and development £22 billion by 2025. And now this is where it gets interesting. Genomics is going to be fully integrated into diagnosis and research. It's going to change medicine and it's going to be part of normal routine.
We'll know how to choose treatments for cancer individualized to that patient's particular cancer. And that hopefully will give people the best chance of healthcare outcomes of huge benefit to society. So I think what will happen is there'll be a much fuller picture in cancer of the patient journey for the general practitioner.
So now Genomics England is one of the governing bodies that is working with the NHS, and basically they're moving towards genomics and personalized medicine. This was all the way back in 2016, and now it's just starting to get real. So this is the beginning of the genomic age. So where does BNGO or Bionano genomics sit in all of this? So now I scoured the internet and I wanted to find out who is hiring and who is going to be buying Bionano genomics, optical genome mapping, Saphyr. But before I show you the great research that I found, where I was looking into the past and I was looking at current job openings as well across the whole of the country, first let's look at where it's going to be placed, how it's going to sit within the genomic scope in England. So to improve patient outcomes, these guys are looking at data and they're looking at whole genome sequencing, as we can see here, right? So now for improved patient outcomes, in order to diagnose and create personalized medicine, they've got 100,000 participants here with rare diseases and cancer, and they're doing a lot of whole genome sequencing. Okay, keywords. This website GeekWire published this on the 25th of February. Human genome sequencing rises to the next level of diversity and accuracy. Although fundamentally the Human Genome Project has been a success and it's actually came down a lot in costs, so it's become relatively inexpensive compared to how it used to be multi-billion-dollar endeavors, commercial whole genome sequencing or WGS often misses out on crucial variations that can make all the difference when it comes to an individual's health. As a metric, 75% of structural variants that are present in that person's genome are missed by whole genome sequencing, but are captured by our long read phased genome assembly. So they're talking about long reads being able to discover some of those structural variations. Such variants are about 3 times more likely to cause disease. But even the best long reads still miss some structural variations. As we can see here, who remembers, PacBio sequencing detects only 72% of the large structural variants detected by optical genome mapping with Saphyr. That is where we are uniquely positioned. If If you are going to improve your patient's outcome, you need a saphyr there to double check to be certain. Shout out to my brother, the messenger of Moistville on Stock Twits. He just said that Bionano is turning into the Happy Gilmore of the medical field, and this is a pun because we are long range, baby. Also, one more thing I want to show you is actually about what Simon from ARK Invest has actually said. Sometimes I just see connections, I connect the dots, but this is what he's been saying. So on Twitter, there is a page called Kathy's ARK, and he was looking at NVT, yeah? They're searching for the latest talent. They want to make sure they get them in the door for their genomic company. He said, seeing a lot of elevated job hunts throughout the tech sector beginning in Q1 2021. Bullish for broad-based tech, but also in the economy in general. Here on the left, you can see the number of vacancies. He said they're sky high, and this is what I noticed here. Simon Barnett from ARK, he said, good find. Also to note here is how different their hiring tilt is towards software, data science, engineering versus the rest of the industry. So he said it's really good that they're searching for talent in this particular kind of field, perhaps suggesting that we're moving towards more, automation, AI, and also a lot of people creating algorithms in order to roll out a lot of consumable packages and run a lot of consumables. So software, data science, engineering. This is Bionano Genomics' current vacancies and openings. Staff software, bioinformatics, data, and a senior engineer in consumable development. So exactly what NVT is hiring for is exactly what we are hiring for. And it's interesting to note that Simon said it's actually a good thing that they're hiring for software, data science, engineering versus the rest of the industry. So guys, here you go. This is what you've been waiting for. This is all of the big juicy things that I found out. So you guys may have seen King's College London in my previous video when I was talking about, sales. Some people were saying I'm just assuming. So let's check this up. Just for you guys to know, King's College is ranked one of the top 10 universities in the world, and they're research based. They're very heavy on research. This is free for everybody to check out. This is a Globe Newswire article, and you can see here from June 26, 2020, Bionano Genomics announced today that King's College Hospital London, part of the NHS National Health Service in the UK, and then also the Medical College Wisconsin, Yonsei University Hospital, the leading Korean university hospital, have all adapted the saphyr system. So these guys are actually part of a group of universities called the Russell Group, and they are like the top tier universities. So what's interesting to look at is I actually found loads of job openings for what? Something very particular. Queen Mary's University of London, they are looking for a genomics technician, but do you want to see the technicalities of the job? Let's see over here. Oh baby, tell me juiciness. You can see Queen Mary's University of London. The role will primarily be concerned with running a Prometheon nanopore, ultra high throughput sequencer, which is Oxford Nanopore Technologies, and saphyr optical genome mapping, Bionano. And this is running as a service for internal and external users. Running that service, getting that consumable package money. But where is the money going to be coming from? Now let me show you this. Okay, so Queen Mary's University London, the genomics facility, you can go on their website here. You'll see first on the list, Bionano Genomics saphyr genome mapping system. You can see here we're on here next to Oxford Nanopore. So next, let's look at another university who's got us. University of Nottingham. If you scroll down their page here, you'll see not only do they have lots of different sequencing platforms, you'll see here, but if you go to the bottom, you'll see Bionano Genomics saphyr. Now the best part of this is not just because a couple of universities have it. Let's take a look at who the universities are and what group they're part of. So in a previous video I was talking about Russell Group. So who is the Russell Group? The Russell Group's 24 members are world-class, research-intensive universities. They are unique institutions, each with their own history and ethos, but they share some distinguishing characteristics. So there's a list of 24 universities here. These are top tier in research, and actually it's very, very interesting to see where they get their money from. Our universities believe people and ideas are the key to meeting global challenges. Through world-class research and education, they are helping create a dynamic economy, stronger communities, and a better future for the UK. They maintain the very best research, an outstanding teaching and learning experience, and unrivaled links with local and national business and the public sector. So this is when it gets a little juicier. These Russell Group universities have huge social, economic, and cultural impacts locally across the UK and around the globe. So now they produce more than 2/3 of world-leading research produced in UK universities and support more than 260,000 jobs across the country. They inject nearly £87 billion into their national economy every year. These guys also have a strong role and influence within their regional and local communities. They collaborate with businesses like us on joint research projects and supply highly qualified and highly motivated graduates to the local workforce. So you know where they're getting their money from? They're getting government money. Government money. Let me show you this. Approximately 2/3 of research funding funding going into the university sector is won by Russell Group institutions, including 63% of research grants and contracts from UK industry and commerce. And if we look at the funding of research in UK higher education, so universities, you can see there's public funding of research. So the UK government funds research in universities through what is known as dual support mechanism. This comprises of an annual grant from funding councils to support the research infrastructure and specific project grants from research councils to fund particular pieces of research. So these guys have got our machine, they get annual grants every year, and guess what? My prediction is if one of these universities is publishing world-class research, all of them want to be doing it. They're trying to keep up. So what will happen is I think we'll be able to sell the saphyr to loads of these universities. If they have a genomics sector, they're going to be sold. And with money coming from the government, 22 billion going into research and development. That's only one sector. Just imagine when we start to be used as frontline diagnosis as well, because the guidelines in the UK want to prioritize improved patient outcomes. They want to prioritize their patients, create a holistic way for us to look at the genome. Cancer, rare disease, these are affecting people's lives. Another thing I wanted to show you that the UK universities are working on, it's not just human. So we can see here, this is Durham University. This is Professor K. Lindsay, and he's using Bionano optical mapping. Now let's go into the website. So we see the professor here. If we scroll down, we can see what he's been working on and what his history was. He states, our research program is focused on the developmental biology of plants, and in particular on molecular control mechanisms in embryogenesis and root development. One of the most interesting things I read here as well was saying that he works in particular on cotton genetics and biology with Professor Jianlong Zhang at Huazhong Agricultural University, China. So by focusing on this is agri-genomics. He's focusing on plant development, plant molecular genetics, root development, gene and hormone signaling networks. This guy is constantly researching, and look at all these published articles he's got. Chapters in books, edited books, journal articles. This guy is constantly using the saphyr machine and trying to find the most out about the development of plants and the plant genome. Lastly, shout out to Cisco's trader on StockTwits. I wanted to show this as well. This guy managed to find, very juicy eye, he saw that there was some sales to Belfast Health and Social Care Trust. And you can see here, £150,000 over here, £150,000 over here. There was two sold, one in November, one in October. There are literally sales popping up all across the place. So many different universities are using this saphyr system. And just for me, this is not financial advice, but I believe Eric Homlin when he said it can be used one-to-one with sequencers. If you see the top research labs and the top universities who conduct research utilizing the saphyr system, of course, if they're coming out with great discoveries, lots of people are going to start to be interested in the saphyr machine. And since we had the Festival of Genomics, we had the symposiums, we've got all of these events coming up, I think sales are on the way. And don't miss the fact that the amount of jobs for research, as you can see here, for these 24 universities, injecting £87 billion into the national economy every year. If you go to Bionano Genomics website, you can see we've got distributors all across the world, in Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, Central and Eastern Europe, the Americas, China, Asia, all across mainland China, India, Japan, Mexico. I think a lot of cash money is coming, and the genomics age is just starting. And as you know, we are a piece of the puzzle. ARK Invest put us in that big ideas PDF of love. It's because they think we are a piece of the puzzle. We are a piece of the genomic toolkit, as proven by all of these jobs cropping up and all of these people buying up the saphyr machine. So this is just before earnings. I'm filming this, and hopefully it'll be edited by tonight, but we've dropped 6% today. I don't care about any fluctuations in the stock price as of now. If it continues to go down, I'm just going to average down. I'm going to buy more, because what I believe this company will be worth in the future is a lot more than this price. Now, this is not financial advice. I can't tell you to buy a stock, I can't tell you to sell a stock or hold a stock, but my price prediction for entertainment only is $100, and maybe this is going to be 5 years down the line. This is because as well, we're working on patents that could effectively make us a sequencer. So if you have a machine that could literally be an all-in-one machine, imagine we can do long reads, we can do optical genome mapping, maybe we can even partner with Illumina, or develop something for short reads, or acquire another company. As soon as we start cash flowing from these consumable packages, from these machines, we now have money to play with. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you can drop me some comments below, tell me your thoughts, ideas, any research that you found. I'm super interested in it, so thank you so much for always sending me the top stuff. I want to say a big shout out to TMG, a big shout out also to Freddie Lum for his support, and everybody on my Patreon for supporting me. Thank you so much. Also, all the cowboys who have now joined the channel. If you want to join, it's only 99 cents, and it really helps support me create good content like this. This was a nice juicy deep dive for you guys. But if you're unable to join channel memberships or Patreon, just you clicking like and clicking subscribe on this video means the world to me. Thank you so much. Drop me some comments, and I love you guys. Thank you for always supporting me. Mr. Invest a lot, over and out, baby.